Why, and don't forget to bring your boyfriend tonight. The message flashed across your phone screen while you sat frozen on your bed. You stared at it, then at the ceiling, then back at the message. A groan escaped your lips. 3 months ago, during a moment of frustration and embarrassment, you had made the biggest mistake of your life. You lied. Your former college classmates had gathered online to organize a reunion party. And just like always, the conversation turned into a competition. Who had the best career? Who had the most luxurious apartment? Who was dating someone rich? And who was getting married? You had spent 4 years in college being ignored, mocked, and treated like a joke by a group of girls who seemed determined to make your life miserable. So, when one of them laughed and asked whether you were still single, something inside you snapped. You smiled and lied. No, my boyfriend is actually a businessman. The lie should have ended there. Unfortunately, it didn't. Every week they asked about him. Every week you created new lines. He was rich, handsome, successful, romantic, perfect. And now they wanted to meet him, which meant you were doomed. You buried your face in a pillow. Why did I do this to myself? A few hours later, you stood outside the luxury hotel where the reunion was taking place. Your stomach twisted painfully. The moment you entered, the world asked where your boyfriend was, and you had absolutely nobody. Your gaze wandered around across the crowded street. Then suddenly your eyes landed on a man. A ridiculously handsome man. He stood beside a black luxury car, tall, broad shoulders, expensive black suit, sharp jawline, dark hair. His hands rested casually in his pockets, as if he owned the entire city. He looked rich, very rich. Your survival instincts disappeared. Without thinking, you marched towards him. "Excuse me." The man slowly looked at you. His eyes were dark and intense, dangerously beautiful. For a moment, you almost lost your courage. Almost. Then panic won. You grabbed his wrist. "I need your help." One eyebrow lifted. You continued before he could speak. "Please pretend to be my boyfriend for 1 hour." Silence. The stranger simply stared at you. Your heart nearly exploded. Maybe he thought you were insane, which was fair, because you definitely sounded insane. "I know this is weird," you rushed out, "but my classmates are horrible people, and I lied that I have a rich, handsome boyfriend, and now they are waiting inside, and if I go alone, they will never let me live it down." Still nothing. The man's gaze remained fixed on your face. You became even more nervous. "Please." The corner of his lips twitched, almost like he was amused. Unfortunately, you completely missed the dangerous glint appearing in his eyes. "Just 1 hour," you continued. "After that, you will never see me again." The man's eyes slowly moved down to your hand, still holding his wrist, then back to your face. For some reason, his expressions became even stranger, almost pleased. You took his silence as agreement. "Great." And before he could answer, you pulled him toward the hotel. Behind you, the stranger followed with a small smirk playing on his lips, while his dark eyes never once left your figure. Inside the hotel ballroom, your classmates immediately spotted you. "Oh my God, she's here. Where's the boyfriend? Maybe she lied." You heard every word. Your confidence almost disappeared. Then suddenly, a large hand wrapped around your waist. You froze. The stranger had moved closer, much closer. The warmth of his body pressed against your side. His arm rested comfortably around your wrist as if he belonged there. Your face turned red instantly. The room fell silent, every eye widened, because the man beside you looked like someone straight out of a magazine. One of the girls nearly dropped her drink, another openly stared, and several men looked instantly intimidated. You almost wanted to thank the universe. Why? And one girl exclaimed, "You actually brought him?" You forced a smile. Of course. The stranger calm looked around the room. His expressions remained unreadable, though his eyes returned to you. The way he looked at you made your stomach flip, almost like you were the only person present. "Introduce us," another girl demanded. Your mind went blank. You didn't even know his name. Panic immediately appeared on his face. The stranger noticed. Of course he noticed. His thumb gently rubbed against your waist. Then he spoke for the first time. His voice was deep, smooth, and dangerously attractive. "I'm her boyfriend." Several girls visibly melted. You nearly melted too. One girl frowned. "What's your name?" For the first time, the stranger smiled. "Sunghoon." The room immediately burst with excitement. You finally had a name. Park Sunghoon. But the things you don't know is that the several powerful businessmen nearby suddenly looked shocked after hearing it, because they knew exactly who that name belonged to, and they also knew they shouldn't be seeing him there. One of them quietly left the room, another lowered his gaze, a third looked terrified. You noticed none of it. The reunion continued, and somehow Sunghoon played his role perfectly. Every time someone tried to embarrass you, he shut them down effortlessly. Every time someone bragged, he made them look insignificant without even trying. And every time another man approached you, Sunghoon's hand somehow found its way back to your waist. You laughed more than you had in your ears. For the first time, nobody was mocking you, nobody was looking down on you, nobody dared, because Park Sunghoon stood beside you. Meanwhile, Sunghoon himself was becoming increasingly interested. At first you had merely amused him, a brave little stranger who had grabbed a mafia boss by the wrist and ordered him to be her boyfriend. Nobody had ever done that. Nobody would dare, yet you did. Without fear, without hesitation, without knowing who he was. And somehow he found himself enjoying every second. His men were waiting outside. Important meeting had been postponed. Several people were probably panicking because they couldn't reach him. Yet he didn't care. Not when you smiled at him, not when you laughed, not when you kept thanking him with those bright eyes. Every minute made him want to stay longer. A dangerous feeling, a very dangerous feeling. Later that evening, one of the girls approached your table. She was the same girl who had bullied you throughout college. She looked annoyed, jealous, threatened. "You know," she said, forcing a smile, "it's hard to believe someone like him would date someone like you." The entire table fell silent. Your smile disappeared. Some things never changed. But before you could respond, Sunghoon spoke. "Interesting." His voice remained calm. The girl brightened. Then she made the mistake of looking directly into his eyes. The color immediately drained from her face, because his gaze has become terrifying, cold and sharp. The smile vanished from her lips. Sunghoon leaned back casually. Then perhaps the problem isn't her. The room went silent. The girl looked confused. Sunghoon's expressions remained polite, yet somehow everyone felt nervous. Perhaps, he continued, you simply don't understand why someone would choose her. Nobody spoke. The girls looked humiliated, and for the first time since college, someone had defended you, completely without hesitation, without cruelty. You looked at him in surprise. Sunghoon noticed. His gaze softened instantly. They frightened several businessmen watching from afar even more, because they had never seen Park Sunghoon to look at anyone that way, not once. Hours later, the reunion finally ended. You walked outside with relief flooding your body. The nightmare was over. You turned toward him. Thank you. Sunghoon stared quietly. You helped me so much. You needed help. You smiled. Still, for a moment, neither of you spoke. Then you laughed nervously. Well, this is goodbye, I guess. Something changed in his expressions, very lightly but enough. The word goodbye clearly didn't please him. You didn't notice. You were already reaching into your purse. Wait. Sunghoon's voice stopped you. You looked up. What? His eyes remained fixed on yours. Your number? Your brain stopped functioning. My number? Yes. You blinked. Why? The corner of his mouth lifted. Because we are dating. You laughed. Fake dating. Sunghoon simply stared at you. The smile slowly disappeared from your face. Because for some reason he didn't look like he was joking at all. And standing a few meters away, several armed men watching silently from black vehicles as their boss stared at the woman who had unknowingly walked straight into the center of his dangerous world. To you, Park Sunghoon was merely a handsome stranger who helped you survive a reunion. To Park Sunghoon, you were rapidly becoming something much more dangerous, his obsession. You should have known something was wrong. Normal people didn't stare at you the way Park Sunghoon did. Normal people didn't act as if fake relationship was real. And normal people definitely didn't make your heart race every time they looked at you. Yet somehow, 3 days had passed since the reunion, and you still found thinking yourself about him. Unfortunately, that wasn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem was that he kept texting you. The morning after reunion, you woke up to message. Sunghoon, good morning. You stared at your phone, then at the ceiling, then back at your phone. Why was he texting you? The fake boyfriend mission was over. You typed a reply. Good morning.